Medication is one of the most polarizing topics in neurodivergent care. For some, it is spoken about as a solution, for others, as a betrayal. Hope and fear sit side by side. Today, I want to talk about medication differently, not as an answer, not as a failure, but as one possible form of support held with care and humility. Hello, and welcome back to the William Gomes Podcast. I am William Gomes, and I'm grateful to have you here. When medication enters the conversation, it often becomes moralized. People take positions for or against, helpful or harmful, necessary or unnecessary. But nervous systems are not ideological. They are individual. Medication can help some people at some times, and for others, it does very little or creates new difficulties. Both of these truths can exist at once. For some PDA individuals, medication can reduce the intensity of background anxiety. It can soften the constant harm of threat. When this happens, the nervous system may gain a little more room, more space to pause, more space to reflect, more space to choose. But medication does not create safety. It does not teach trust. It does not repair relationships, and it does not remove the impact of environments that overwhelm. This is where simplistic positions cause harm. When medication is framed as the solution, responsibility quietly shifts. Systems feel less pressure to change. Relationships are expected to work harder. The person becomes the site of intervention. Equally, when medication is rejected outright, people can be left without support that might have eased suffering. Nuance matters here. Medication is not an identity statement. It is not a verdict on parenting. It is not a measure of strength or weakness. It is one possible support among many, and its usefulness depends on context. Individual differences are central. Two people can take the same medication and have entirely different experiences because nervous systems are shaped by history, by trauma, by environment, by relationship. A medication that reduces anxiety for one person may flatten another. A medication that improves focus for one may increase agitation for someone else. Listening to the person's lived experience matters more than any abstract argument. Support must remain collaborative. When medication is considered, the question is not what should we do, it is what is helping and what is not. And that question must be revisited over time because needs change. What supports at one stage may not support at another. Keeping the focus on environment and relationship is essential. No medication can compensate for chronic pressure. No tablet can override a system that feels unsafe every day. Medication may lower the volume, but the music is still playing. Care that centers medication without attending to autonomy, pacing, and relational safety risks, repeating the same pattern, trying to fix the person rather than the conditions they are living in. A truly supportive approach holds medication lightly as an option, as a tool, as something that can be tried, adjusted, or stopped without judgment. What matters most is that the person remains central, their voice, their body, their sense of agency. When medication is used in this way, it does not dominate the story. It becomes one thread in a wider fabric of support, a fabric woven from understanding, flexibility, and respect. That is the conversation worth having, one that resists extremes and keeps dignity at its center. Thank you for listening. This is the William Gomes Podcast. Take care of yourself. Stay curious. And if you found this episode helpful, you are very welcome to follow, share, leave a comment, or a rating. I will speak with you again soon.